Let's take a look at sterling yen. We get, of course, the same pattern probably. Let's first take a look at the momentum picture. It is very bearish on the 4 hours. It is, of course, bearish, I think, on the 1, not yet. It is but topping out on the 1. The feed out on 15 minutes looks breaking up, becoming bearish. Let's take a look at the analysis, the update. All right, we have the 4 hour and 1 hour charts today. That was yesterday's 4 hour chart. We're expecting not even yesterday. So let's use this is today's 4 hour charts, and we're having bearish momentum, of course, but we could still, because we're still having bullish momentum on the 1 hour. This is our 1 hour. Yes, we can still consider maybe we are gonna get a test of 153.46, this level here, and 153, and we would use both levels to short into. Remember, we're using feelers on this issue, and some of them triggered, but we will not go full size until we get the B3 momentum on the 15-minute chart. We don't have that yet. The count is probably correct. There is a 1-2 here, internal 1-2, there is a 3 and a 4, and that is 5. That's at degree 3. This is a 4. This is a very volatile issue. So even if it does reject at internal level 1s, it can spike beyond these internal level 1s and fall back again. So we really would want to go on a confirmation. All right, not only just a wave sequence or momentum assessment. So we'd still have limit entry shorts at 153.4, 153. We already filled, I believe, 152.7. We have here 153.61. This is the fluctuation high for the week. 154 is that level 4 here. We could just get that, but the most notable are 153.6 and 153. 153.10. This is 153 here and 153.6. If we get a fill into these, that's really best entries. Takes you, of course, down to 150 and 149.5, 149.7. That is, of course, 150. It's right there, the breakout low for the current week. We're inside of that Elliott structure. To attack 153.4 and 153, we need to attack the upper boundary of the Elliott structure. Doesn't always happen. It's too obvious. You'd only consider, of course, to attack 50%. This is the 1 hour chart. Today's 1 hour chart. You'd only consider to attack 50% or 38.2%. So let's take a look again. Let's take a look at momentum and see if live momentum, and see if we're going to be getting these levels. 153.4, excellent entry actually, if you get to see it, and 153 shorts with a stop at 154.5, this level here, and a target at 149.5 or 150. Let's go live and check. So on that 15-minute chart, we're showing the 50% channel line, and we believe right now that we have some kind of a pattern confirmation. There's not a momentum confirmation, but in reality you really have a confirmation now, more or less. Remember, a AB, there's an AB, this is a C, this is just a correction. I believe it's a correction degree 4. That full kicks up here, right? So leg C would do 200% of that leg A, and it did this. This is from 0 to leg A ends here or here. So we really did do 200%, spiked above it and are failing now. Let's take a look at the corrective. We seem to have completed an ending diagonal altogether, so we have some kind of a pattern confirmation. We can consider we have a pattern confirmation. You can see this ending diagonal here. We just want to take now corrective fibs to see how far did this correct. We corrected exactly 38.2%, 153. We did 153. Okay, so but we didn't get a fill at 153, so we just did 152.99, which is 38.2. Now we think the correction is finished. really is complete and the market will be moving lower, and we expect we are just about to get a confirmation. This neckline actually right here is moving down here. Okay, so we are about to get a confirmation. We just patient and we wait a little bit longer, a little while longer. I think it's coming in. We're looking at this wave here. There's a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, and all of this becomes a 1, becomes a 2. The momentum plot confirms this is a 1, 2. Now there's a breakout into a 3, which will mean this is an internal 1 and 2 occurring at a neckline. So let's just do the labels. Right, everyone can now envision what we hope is going to become a breakout, but we're not yet sure because of the degree 3 momentum that is here. You can get this breakout in momentum. If this continues and at a neckline, it would mean that this is an internal one, and then we get an internal to smaller shoulder, and then we're moving lower. This is a complete 1, and that one actually comes in here. Then an A, B, and a C into 2. And now we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into internal 1, and then we get another internal 2. We just have to be patient, and the only thing that will confirm this is continuation in negative degree 3 momentum on this very small 15-minute time frame. 15-minute time frame is not really a small 15-minute time. It's considered a tradable time frame. So at that point we start highlighting the labels. There is a 1 here and there is a 2. You're seeing, of course, heads and shoulders, and if this is correct and you're not already in the market, the next coming move is going to be a 3, and the ultimate entries or the best entries are going to be getting at that point is into that right shoulder, because we're seeing, of course, right shoulder about to form out of that bounce on this current neckline. Best entry is going to be 38.2 and 50%. These two levels, 152.7, 152.6. Remember, our stop comes in at actually 154. We take this to 150, so that's 250 points away, and maybe even 149.50, and we have other targets, but let's just take it to 150. It should be usable. Remember, we're just at the beginning of the move, if this really is the beginning of the move.